They say it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a lot more than that to raise a family. It takes a strong foundation of trust, communication, and love. And if even one of these pillars is weak, the whole structure can come crashing down. Our family seemed to have it all: the perfect house in the perfect neighborhood, great jobs, amazing friends, and wonderful children. We were the kind of family that people looked up to, the type that other families wanted their children to emulate. We had the ideal marriage, or so everyone thought. My husband and I had been together since high school sweethearts. He was my best friend, my confidant, and the only person I could ever imagine sharing my life with. Our 2 children were the apples of our eyes, kind, intelligent, and talented. They made us proud in every way. We celebrated every success together, both big and small, and we supported each other through the inevitable failures. At least that's how it appeared to the world. Behind closed doors, things were very different. A dark cloud of deceit and betrayal hung over our home like a shroud. Neither of us knew how to escape. My husband had his secrets, things he hid from me out of fear that I would judge him or worse, leave him. I kept my distance because I didn't want to hurt him. After all, we had built an empire together. Over the years, this distance grew into a canyon that neither of us could cross. We had become strangers in a shared bed. Then there were our children. They knew nothing about the darkness that lurked in our home. They were too busy creating their own lives outside of our broken marriage. Our daughter, the elder of the 2, was a bright and curious teenager who excelled in her studies. She dreamed of going to college far away from home, of experiencing life beyond our sheltered bubble. Our son was a year younger, a sensitive and artistic boy who found solace in music. He poured his heart and soul into his guitar, escaping into a world where he could be anyone he wanted to be. For a while, our family remained intact, a facade propped up by our need to protect our children from the harsh realities of the world. We never fought in front of them. We never let them see the cracks in our perfect little world. Then everything changed. It was a seemingly ordinary evening when our daughter came home from school early. She was upset, her eyes filled with tears, her voice trembling as she spoke. She told us about her classmate, a boy she had liked for a long time who had just broken her heart. My husband and I looked at each other, a silent understanding passing between us. In that moment, we both knew that we needed to be there for our daughter. We held her as she cried, whispering words of comfort and love into her hair. Later that night, after our daughter had gone to her room, my husband and I talked. For the first time in a long time, we discussed our roles in our daughter's life, the importance of being present for her, not just physically, but emotionally as well. We agreed that it was time to fix our marriage for the sake of our daughter, for the sake of our son, and most importantly, for ourselves. But the road to repairing our marriage was a long and difficult one. It required us to confront the pain of our past, to acknowledge the mistakes we had made, and to forgive each other for the hurt we had caused. As we began to heal, we realized that we couldn't do it alone. We needed professional help to guide us, to give us the tools and support we needed to rebuild our relationship, so we went to couples therapy. It was in therapy that we learned the root of our issues, the deep-seated fears and insecurities that had driven a wedge between us. We learned to communicate more effectively, to listen to each other without judgment, and to show empathy towards each other's struggles. We began to see each other again, not as husband and wife, but as individuals with our own needs and desires. Slowly but surely, we started to repair the damage that had been done. We began to trust each other again, to be vulnerable and open with each other, and to love each other fiercely and unconditionally. We knew that we couldn't take each other for granted, that we had to work every day to keep our marriage strong. In the end, it was worth it, because sometimes, just sometimes, love isn't enough. Sometimes a single secret can unravel the life we thought we knew. That's all for today. See you next time.